Hello YouTube and Facebook people, welcome back to my videos. Today's video is surprisingly not a haul video. Today is shoe day, my least favorite day of the week. So shoes are one of my least favorite items to list. I'm not sure what it is about shoes. Maybe it's because they don't look as pretty and they're not as fun to photograph as clothing is. I don't mind cleaning shoes. That's actually one of the nicer parts of listing shoes. As I clean these shoes, I'm probably just gonna put something on Netflix and watch while I do it. So that's kind of nice about it. You don't really have to think too hard about what you're doing. But I wanted to hop on here, show you the stuff that I use to clean my shoes. Maybe I'll show you how I clean a few different pair. Typically when I go to the bins, if something's a little too dirty or it's gonna be like a ton of work, I'll leave it behind, unless it's like a Doc Marten or something that's worth cleaning up. But for the most part, I try and get stuff that's in decent condition. Everything that I have laying in front of me, it's not too bad, so it's not gonna be like a deep cleaning video. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you what I have in my kit. First thing is actually something I haven't used yet. I want to say I picked this up at a garage sale for like 50 cents. It's the Kiwi brand, which they make really good shoe cleaning products. And it looks like it's a leather kit. There's boot cleaner, shiner, a few brushes, and a conditioner in here. Okay, the next thing I have is something I also haven't used yet. Typically I use the Mr. Clean Magic Erasers, but I want to say in a video a long time ago, okay, so I bleeped out the person's name that recommended these because I didn't want to embarrass them, but they recommended the dollar store Mr. Clean, whatever I'm holding in my hand, and they are way worse than the Mr. Clean brand. These things crumble. Do not use them. Okay, that's all. Next in my kit is this big brush. This one I used first, and I just used this to get off a lot of the dust or loose dirt. Also in my kit, I have some Goo Gone for getting off stickers. Not stickers like goat heads, but like stickers like price tags. For getting stickers like goat heads, I keep a pair of tweezers in my kit. Also in my kit is this tiny pair of scissors to get off any loose threads. This one is a suede eraser. One of the ends is used for like scrubbing and deep cleaning, and the other end is kind of just like an eraser. If you don't want to pay up for the Doc Marten Wonder Balm, I think this one was only like $10. You can definitely use this one from the Dollar Tree. It comes in a kit of 2, but I personally really like the Doc Martens. It's easier to use, it's a little cleaner. It has a sponge at the top, and that sponge has a little place to hold it, so it's really easy, a lot less messy than that kit. And the last thing that I have in my kit is this rag. I'm not sure if all microfiber rags are made equally, but the one I use is by Norwex, and this one was originally a body towel. I use these in the shower, or I use them for my face. They do really good at taking off your makeup, but once they've lived their life and they're kind of not useful to me anymore, I use them as cleaning rags, especially for my reselling stuff. These are just really good for giving things a deep clean or really wiping them down. So that's everything that I use to clean my items. If something's really dirty, I'll go and I'll wash it in the kitchen sink, and I'll use some Dawn dish detergent and I'll really give them a scrubbing, but luckily that's not what we have to do today. I'm gonna go ahead and flip you around and give you a little look of the shoes that I will be cleaning today. So here's just a quick look of the shoes that I'll be cleaning today. We've got some leather, we've got some nylon, and like I was saying, there's nothing too incredibly dirty here. I think my biggest one today is just getting this mark off of this leather. Yeah, so not too bad. It's just gonna take me a little bit. I think what takes the longest is like the bottoms of the shoes. Okay, that was a bad example. That one's really clean. Let's see who's gonna have it on there. You? Oh, okay, that's a good example. So this one, I got at a garage sale. It's a pair of Brooks. They were $2. Not bad for a pair of Brooks. And I'm not sure what is on it. Maybe like the stuff that you put on drywall, but it does come off. Before I purchased them, I was kind of scraping at it with my finger, and it does flake off. So these ones I might do over the trash can, but like I was saying, the biggest time consumer is cleaning the bottoms of the shoes and getting like little rocks and such out of there, like whatever the heck that is. Just going and making sure that they're as clean as we can get them. So some of those shoes looked like they were really clean, and they are really clean, but I still like to go over them. Like there's a few pair of leather ones that are in excellent condition, but I'm still gonna go over them with the Doc Marten Wonder Balm just to make them a little bit shinier because they show up a lot better in photos. I use a photo box, and if this video isn't too long, I'll go ahead and show you my box again. There is a video all about it if you want to go watch it. I'll link it down below, but I'll go ahead and show you my process. A little bit of cleaning, a little bit of photographing, and maybe even a little bit of my listing. Voiceover Valerie, 2 thumbs up. So here's just me cleaning some shoes. Obviously that's what the video's about. I start off by untying all of my shoes so they can get everywhere. On this pair, I'm just giving it a quick wipe down. I make sure to give it a little bit better scrub, like on the rubber parts, because that's mostly where it needs it. And here I'm going to start in with the Doc Marten Wonder Balm. And yeah, that's me cleaning the shoe off camera. It gets a little better. I'm sorry about that. But yeah, you want to make sure on the body that you really rub this in good. Make sure to get the tongue. I think that's a part that a lot of people forget about, but it's easy to get to if you have the shoestrings untied. Oh lordy. And here I am tying them back up. Take your time with this. Make sure they look nice and that they're even. I think it makes a huge difference in the photos. So, yep, there we go. There was a little snaggy and I went ahead and cut it, and those are done. There's the before and after. Huge difference. This stuff works great. Okay, so I'm just going to show you real quick what I use when I do have to scrub stuff in the sink. These aren't that bad. They come off a lot cleaner looking on camera than in person, but inside of these tiny little grooves, there's just dust and a little bit of dirt, so I think it'll be faster to use the sink. I got this little bucket at the Dollar Tree. I'm just using this because I clean my sink with bleach and I don't want to get bleach onto the material. So I'm going to use this to keep the shoes safe. This I think I just got at Walmart for a few bucks. It's a nail cleaning brush, but it works really good on shoes and it's really easy to use with the handle. This is some Norwex dishwashing liquid. You don't have to use this. I'm just going to try it out on these ones. Normally I just use some Dawn and it works perfectly fine, and it's a lot cheaper than the Norwex, but I wanted to see how this does. Also, I'm going to use hot water, and yeah, that's about all you need to know. Okay, I finally finished cleaning shoes. I ended up having 15 pair that are ready to photograph. 1 pair is drying, and I think I'm gonna put 4 of them into the wash machine. They were just a little bit too much to handle for just hand scrubbing them. So we got 15 to do and 2 hats. I have you guys sitting in the photo box right now. But as I mentioned earlier, I do have a video where I talk about and I review my light box that I bought off of Amazon. Amazon. My mama sent it to me. I have a video. Oh, I lost my train of thought. I purchased this off of Amazon. I think when I bought it, it was like $138 or something like that. But if you're interested, I'll not only put the link to the video so you can check out my box, I'll also put the link to Amazon of the exact box that I purchased. Hopefully it's still cheaper. So as I photograph each pair of shoes, I have a notebook right here. On it, I write down its inventory number so I can find it easily. I write down the brand and I give just a little bit of description, just a few words. I put where I bought it from, the cost of goods, I put the size, and my french fries are done cooking. I put the size and I put the material, and I also mention if there's any flaws. Obviously I take pictures of the flaws, but I like to note it in my notebook as well, just in case I don't notice it in the photo, because sometimes flaws are like just very minimal, but I still mention them and I still photograph them. So just to make sure I have all my bases covered, I write it down in this little notebook. I use as few words as possible. I only give myself 2 lines per item. So here's the light box. I went ahead and threw in a pair of shoes so you could kind of see the size of it. I do believe this one is the larger box, and this piece right here is removable. It's just clipped up there, and I do believe you can buy extra ones or new ones in case yours get too dirty. Photographing shoes, you are going to get scuffs in here, but I haven't really had a problem with it. So I haven't had too much of a problem with the scuffs. You can see them with the naked eye, but once you get your photos taken and you kind of mess with the lighting just a little bit, you can't see them at all, or you can leave your photo as is and you really can't see it that much. But I like to edit my photos just to give it a little extra pump, at least the very first photo that's my cover photo, and I keep getting distracted by Gollum sitting behind my couch. So yeah, I forgot about my french fries. Okay, bye! So I don't do anything special when I take my photos. I just use my cell phone, and this is an iPhone XR, I think. I've had it for a little bit. It works just fine for taking photos. I make sure to put it in square mode, so that's one less thing that I have to edit. It's already ready to go for all platforms. So when I take photos, I make sure to take one of the front. Make sure you can see the toes so you can see if there's any scuffing. Wow, tongue twister. So you can see if there's any scuffing. I make sure to take a picture of the back of the shoes. If there's a detail like that, I will take a zoomed in photo so people can see the Nike mark. I make sure to take a photo from the side of the shoes, and I like to do one too also from the top. I make sure to take a picture of inside the shoe. I get in there and I'll take a photo. I'll probably have to untie these to get the photo, but take a picture of the size and the material tag. This will be captured, that writing right there from the up above. Make sure to take a picture of the bottom of the shoes, and sometimes I like to lay them like this and take a photo from above. If I remember, I'll go ahead and take a few photos of these so you can see how they do come out. And yeah, that's about all I take photos of. Again, if there's any flaws, which I do believe these had one, yeah, right here, there's a pretty big scuff right there, so I will zoom in and make sure to take a picture of that. I don't zoom like all the way in, so it's like this, because you can't really tell on the shoe where it's at, so I will have it a little further back, something like this, so that you can see where the flaw is on the shoe. Okay, I finally finished photographing everything, and before I put stuff out into my shipping container or my little shed where I keep my inventory, I like to have everything bagged and ready to go, so when it's time to ship it, it's very easy and very minimal. There's not very many steps. So I like to use the bread bags. I guess I cut off the photo, you can't really see, but these are bread bags. You get 100 of them. You can either get these at Walmart or you can order them in bulk off of Amazon, which is what I do, and this is literally all I have left. There's only a few left and I forgot to order some. But anyway, so I like to put these in the bread bags, and once I put the item in the bread bag, I give it its number so that I know for sure that's the correct item that I'm pulling. So for instance, this one says Ariat, and then the inventory number is SH27 and they are size 9. So there's no mistaking when I pull them out of inventory. And these are the shoes that are going to be bagged up. So there we have it. Both of the shoes are in bags, and then one of them has the sticker on them. So when I go to pull this from inventory, when it sells, all I have to do is tape this bag closed and put it in its shoebox and ship it to its new home. Okay, I have everything done. Well, okay, not everything done. I have everything bagged. I put it in my IKEA bag. I was gonna walk it out to my storage shed, but an IKEA bag full of shoes is pretty doggone heavy, so I'm gonna wait for Chad to get home and maybe he will take it out there for me. I took a break. I took a French fry break because that's what 32-year-olds do. Okay, so I finally finished with the manual labor part of the shoes, and now I'm sitting down at my computer desk and I'm getting ready to list everything. My goal is to get all 17 items listed before Chad gets home. It's 10 after 6 right now, but I think he's working late, so I might have some time. I'm thinking this will go a little bit faster because all of it is shoes, and there's not much to say about shoes in the description. Yeah, so that's everything. I know this wasn't really an informative or how-to video. It was just sort of a little glimpse into my day. This isn't my everyday. Every once in a while, I do a shoe day. Maybe once a month, maybe not even that often. I don't pick up shoes too often anymore. mainly because it's my least favorite thing to thrift, and it's also one of the harder things for me to store in my inventory. In my totes that I have now, I can store about 35 items. I'm not sure what the best way to organize shoes are. If you have any recommendations, definitely let me know down below, or you can message me on my Instagram. It's my personal page, but feel free if you have photos you want to share of your shoe inventory. I am always open to learning how to do things easier. So that'll be linked down below. It's at Val Mascarenas. That's my Instagram page. Also linked down there will be my Poshmark closet. Feel free to come check it out if you want to. Come look at the photos of the shoes. Whatever, no pressure. But yeah, that's everything for this video. I am gonna get to work listing, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.